The rear of the vessel opens, allowing the crew to begin adjusting the cables to prepare the winch for slowly pulling the net onto the vessel. The winch, a massive mechanical system, is positioned carefully to ensure the net is hoisted without causing any strain on the vessel. As the cables are tightened and the net begins to rise, the workers use various instruments to ensure the net is guided evenly, preventing tangles or damage. This process is slow but steady, as the crew ensures the net is lifted safely to prevent any collisions with the ship's body, other vessels, or nearby structures. This is the first step in harvesting after a long fishing trip and demands attention to detail to ensure both the safety of the workers and the integrity of the net. As the fish-filled net rises above the water, seagulls begin to circle overhead, drawn to the motion of the net and the fish that might slip free. Some seagulls dive into the water, trying to snatch small fish escaping from the net. The powerful waves cause the ship to sway, and the net struggles to maintain stability. The workers work quickly to adjust the cables and ensure the net remains in control. The rough waves create an intense scene of motion on the open ocean, with the ship and the net swaying in harmony with the sea's movement, while the seagulls add a sense of urgency to the operation as they dart around the fishing vessel. The winch, operated by a skilled crew, begins lifting dozens of tons of fish contained in the massive net. The fish, a mix of species, fill the net completely, and as they are raised, the workers use ropes and pulleys to ensure even distribution across the deck. The winch operates smoothly, applying steady force so the massive catch is slowly and carefully hoisted up without any risk of damaging the net or the vessel. The workers monitor the process closely, ensuring there are no obstacles along the way, so the fish arrive safely on deck for the next phase of processing. The weight of the fish adds complexity to the operation, but the crew's expertise ensures everything is controlled. Once the net is fully hoisted onto the deck, the storage hold doors are opened. The workers begin by using ropes and cables to unlock the catch inside the net. As they release the net's lock, millions of fish pour into the storage hold, filling it quickly. The workers raise the net slightly higher, shaking it gently to ensure that every fish is released into the hold. The crew takes great care to monitor the process, ensuring that no fish are left behind in the net or on deck. The fish are organized carefully to make the most efficient use of storage space, with their health and quality being the priority. Inside the storage hold, workers begin transferring fish onto a conveyor belt that is specifically designed to handle the large quantities of fish. The conveyor belt is equipped with sensors and motors that ensure smooth movement and control of the fish flow. A worker supervises the system, making sure that fish are evenly distributed across the belt and preventing any fish from falling off. The conveyor belt moves continuously, transporting the fish from the hold to the processing area. This step is essential for maintaining an efficient workflow and ensuring that the fish don't get caught up or damaged in the process. Once the fish are on the conveyor belt, a worker inspects them individually to determine their size. The fish are classified based on their size, which is important for sorting them into the right categories. The worker uses calipers or measuring tools to assess the length, weight, and overall size. The fish are sorted along the conveyor belt by workers who carefully examine each fish. Those deemed large enough are separated into baskets designated for larger fish, while smaller fish are placed into other baskets for separate processing. The workers work efficiently, moving down the conveyor belt and ensuring that each fish is handled with care. The sorting process ensures that the fish can be processed according to their size, allowing for proper scaling, cutting, and packaging based on customer requirements. This part of the process ensures that the right fish are sent down the right processing line. After sorting, each fish is placed into a machine designed to remove the head. The fish are inserted one by one into the machine, where they are quickly processed. The head removal process is done carefully and efficiently to avoid damaging the fish body. The workers ensure that the machine functions properly, as any malfunction could result in inefficiency or damage to the fish. The heads are removed and sent to a different area for disposal or further use, depending on the type of processing. Once the fish heads are removed, workers use knives to cut open the fish and remove their internal organs. This process is done with great care to avoid rupturing the fish's stomach or intestines, which could contaminate the meat. Fish roe, fish oil, and other internal parts are collected into separate containers for future use. The internal cleaning process ensures the fish remain fresh and free of contaminants, preparing them for further processing. The workers' skill is crucial here, as they must remove the guts while preserving the meat for the next processing stages. Once gutted, the fish are sent through a washing machine where they are thoroughly cleaned. The machine uses jets of water to wash away any remaining debris or blood from the fish. After being washed, the fish are inspected once again for cleanliness before moving on to the next step. The larger fish are then placed onto the conveyor belt, which transports them to workers who arrange them into compartments designated for freezing. The thorough washing process is vital for ensuring that the fish meet hygiene standards and are ready for packaging. Meanwhile, smaller fish are separated and moved to another area of the processing plant. Workers here arrange each small fish carefully onto another conveyor belt where they are prepared for specific processing steps. These small fish will typically go through different stages, depending on the customer's needs. An automated machine removes the skin and bones from the fish. The machine slices through the skin and bones, and each fish is split into 2 fillets. The fillets are then inspected by workers to ensure they are free from any remaining bones. The skin and bones are removed and sent to another part of the plant for further processing or disposal. At this stage, the workers continue to inspect the fish fillets for any extra parts that may still remain, such as fins, small bones, or scales. Any such parts are removed to ensure that the fish meet high-quality standards. This step is critical to ensure that the final product is of the highest quality and free from any imperfections that could affect its appearance or taste. The filleted fish are placed onto the conveyor belt for weighing and final sorting. Each fish is weighed to ensure it matches the required weight classification. Fish are grouped into categories based on weight and size, which is important for meeting customer requirements and market demands. This step ensures that the fish are correctly categorized and prepared for packing. Once sorted, the fish are packed into boxes by workers, ensuring that fish of similar sizes are grouped together. The workers carefully stack the fish in layers, placing plastic sheets between each layer to prevent damage during storage. After the boxes are packed, they are moved into the freezer storage area, where they are kept at low temperatures until they are ready for shipping. After the fish are packed, they are placed in the freezing room, where they are frozen solid. Once frozen, workers remove each tray of frozen fish from the freezing area, ensuring that the fish are properly stored and ready for packaging. The freezing process ensures that the fish maintain their freshness and quality, allowing them to be stored for longer periods. The frozen fish boxes are repacked for transportation. 4 smaller boxes are placed into 1 larger box, making it easier for storage and shipping. The larger boxes are sealed and labeled with the necessary details, including the type of fish, size, weight, and origin, ensuring that the fish can be tracked and identified easily. Once packed, the larger boxes are placed on the conveyor belt and transported to the cold storage facility. This area is kept at an optimal temperature to maintain the quality of the frozen fish. The cold storage facility ensures that the fish remain fresh until they are ready for delivery to customers. The larger fish are processed similarly, but are packed individually into protective bags before being lowered into a specialized cold storage area using a winch. This method ensures that the fish are stored safely and that their quality is maintained for longer periods. The processing is now complete, and the fresh fish products are ready to be supplied to the market. These products are carefully stored and transported to various distribution centers, ready to meet the demands of consumers worldwide.